Hey Scorpio, what's going on with you? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy. Hey everybody watching on behalf of Scorpio. This is going to be a weekly read from January 26th through February 1st. But time is fluid. The video is just going to be dated for that. For, category purposes and what's the word I want to use? For inventory purposes. So, take what resonates. Please leave the rest. If you want to watch videos for your other signs, your other placements in your chart because you think they may resonate, that should, you should do that anyway. That's a great idea. I do want to let you know that I appreciate you guys, all your love and support, everything you do for the channel, and the many ways that you guys support the channel. You guys are the bomb. Let's see what we got. What do we got for you guys? Scorpio. This is going to be Scorpio energy. We are now in Aquarius season. What do we got for Scorpio? Scorpio, first card out, making a decision. All right, so this is the card that is leading the reading. So this is all about a decision that you have to make here. With the Two of Swords energy, this is Libra energy. The Two of Swords represents the fact that there is a choice to be made. However, maybe there's some details that are missing. With the paper here, there could be a list of things you need to check before you make a decision, or a couple of things that you need to verify that are done or completed before you are able to make this decision. Maybe you're having some problem completing some of the things on the list, because with the Two of Swords here, this is knowing a decision needs to be made, but you're prolonging or stalling or have not made the decision yet. And you need to make it soon, because if you look at the swords here, it's starting to crumble at the end. So things are going to fall apart and out of your control if you don't make a decision soon. All right, so let's see what this is. You're in your head about this. You're having thoughts about this. You're going through thinking about this, trying to figure out what you want to do. You do want to be fair to all those involved, which is part of the concern. But again, the swords are crumbling here, so time is of the essence. Let's see what is challenging you making this decision. What's challenging Scorpio? We have the Tower card in reverse. Okay, Tower energy, this is Mars energy. Mars energy is very spontaneous, it's very direct. It's about creativity. It's more so about energy, just a lot of energy, courage, and the ability to take action on things. It's all about your desires too and your aggressive drives. So making a decision here, the challenge is the Tower card is in reverse. So something unexpected took place, okay, and the result of that is what's holding you up making a decision here. So a Tower moment. Tower moments are usually, the one thing about Tower moments is they can cause a lot of headache, they can cause a lot of inconvenience. They usually will catch you, or the way they come about will catch you off guard, but the situation at hand that needs to be addressed is one that won't catch you off guard, because Tower cards usually happen in situations where you let this crumble and fall. Okay, you knew that there was a change that needed to be made. You knew a decision needed to be made. You knew something needed to be done, but for whatever reason, maybe you didn't get to it. Maybe you put it off for whatever reason. Okay, and then a Tower card happens. So you're trying to make a decision maybe before a Tower card moment happens or after, because the Tower card's in reverse. So maybe you're trying to make a decision now that the unexpected change has occurred. The good thing about Tower cards, though, are that, positive things come after them. What the universe truly wants you to have is what's going to come into play. So let's take a look and see what the universe wants you to keep in mind. And this jump right off. This is the Page of Wands energy. Okay, this is Sagittarius energy. This is mutable fire. So the universe wants you to keep in mind the things that you truly enjoy, what is interesting you, what is passion, what you're passionate about. Some of you, this could be travel, okay? For some of you, this could represent, communication about travel, news about travel. Maybe some of you are planning a trip or considering a trip, All right. Also with the Page of Wands, this could represent all sorts of energy here. We're going to clarify these, but I'm getting good energy with this Page of Wands. Something that is, you just keep in mind what keeps your interest. What are your desires and your passions about? Because maybe with this Tower card in reverse, this wasn't your desire, this wasn't something you were desiring. Because remember, this is Mars energy. Okay, now the Sagittarius energy is more Jupiter and Neptune. So this is all about expansion, growth. So maybe you have ideas about growth and expansion. You had a Tower moment that happened that challenged you, and now you're trying to just stay on course. So for some of you, you made a decision about something. It was a major change, and now the universe is saying, okay, keep in mind what is truly passionate to you and what it is that you truly desire. Now, where's your head at, Scorpio? We have the World card in reverse. All right, so we have Saturn energy here in reverse. So you're thinking about situations where maybe you weren't finished. Okay, maybe there is unfinished business. Is what I'm getting strongly with the World card in reverse. You're thinking about unfinished business. You're thinking about things that need to be done. Okay, maybe this is what it is that you're trying to make decisions about, what needs to be done versus what doesn't. With the World card in reverse, also, this is talking to me about delays, okay? So this could represent travel delays, okay, because both of these cards could represent travel. So there could be some delays in travel, okay, for some of you. But let's see what the outcome is, and then we're going to break these cards down here. So what's the outcome here for Scorpio? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups talks to me immediately about moving on, returning home, forgiveness, hope, recovery. So this could represent a travel card as well. Maybe someone wanting to return home. Or maybe someone returning or moving or relocating or deciding if they want to relocate after a major situation occurred. Maybe someone quit their job, or maybe someone unexpectedly something happened. So the overall energy of the reading here, let's see what's at the bottom. Oh, the Ace of Cups. All right, Scorpio, so you got a decision to make. Let's see what's going on here. Because you do have a whole new outlook on things, especially in reference to love. Okay? So you've changed your mind about a situation. Although, you're still thinking that there may be some unfinished business here. But the universe wants you to say, look, focus on the new things. Focus on brand new things that you're interested in. Don't focus on the past. So let's clarify this Two of Swords energy. Why is this Two of Swords energy here for Scorpio? What decisions does Scorpio have to make here? So for some of you, we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you're trying to decide, like you want to make a quick decision is what I'm getting from some of you. You want to leave quickly. Some of you want to move, but you want to do it quickly, and you're really excited, or you're very excited about moving. That's something that you really desire, that you want to do. You want to relocate. Some of you, have a desire to take better care of your health, okay? Or you want to heal or get well quickly, okay? With the swords here, maybe someone had a surgical procedure done, and they want to heal quickly, okay? Because that could be what the Tower card in reverse represents, a sudden unexpected. So maybe someone had to go to the hospital. They had to have some type of surgical procedure. It caught you off guard with the Tower card in reverse here. And that's why we have the Knight of Wands here, wanting to heal quickly. And then we have the Five of Pentacles here. So these two cards could talk about that, but this could also talk about, again, relocating, moving. I'm getting very strong energies of moving and relocating and living someplace else. For some of you, I have the Three of Pentacles and I have the Eight of Swords. So for some of you, you're trying to make a decision about work, about making money. And for whatever reason, maybe you're refusing to see certain things about the job you have, or the money you're making, or the type of situation that you're in as far as how you make money. Maybe you're pretending to see that this is For some of you, the occupation that you have or the job you have is not making you happy. Okay, so maybe you're deciding on if you want to leave for some of you. For others of you with the King of Swords and the Empress in reverse, I'm getting that there is nothing fertile here. There's no growth here. There's no financial growth. There's no room for a relationship, or there's no positive relationships or growth for a positive relationship. And you just have to accept the reality of that with the King of Swords energy is what I'm getting here. Some of you are just, that's just the way that it is. You're accepting it. That is that. But some of you have to choose between wanting growth potential in life versus just staying in a stagnant situation where, it's the logical thing to do. It's what people want you to do and things like that, or rebel because of the fact that it's just something that's not, it's for you. It's not something that you see growth in. It's not something that you can see progressing. Okay. And you've been pretending. For a lot of you, this is about leaving a job. Okay. And going out and working on your own or relocating. And for some of you, it's you against what everybody else says is what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do things. Well, you're supposed to do this first, and then, and it's just like, what? I tried it that way. I tried to go to work. I tried to work for someone. I tried to, do it this way, but it just is not working for me, right? So let's see what this Tower moment is. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and we have the Four of Wands. So some of you with the Eight of Wands in reverse, some of you stop communicating with certain people. You stop communicating for some of you, and so it brought you peace of mind. For some of you, we have the Six of Wands reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you, accepted the fact that a relationship was over, or that you weren't in, the relationship that you were in wasn't one that had growth and stability. There was never going to be anything more than what was going on, meaning it wasn't going to go anywhere where, it was a serious connection is what I'm getting for some of you. So a couple of different Tower situations here. Some of you with the Eight of Wands reverse, you just stopped talking to people because it brought you peace of mind. For others of you, it looks as though this happened because, for some of you it happened because this person was not interested in being in a relationship with you, didn't want anything serious with you. For some of you at your job, you left this job. In this situation, you weren't getting credit or just doing this job, and you felt as if you were being unappreciated, and you turned your back to it a couple times, but it's just to the point where you're not being appreciated for your work. All right. And the Tower moment came when some of you, decided that you had to make a choice. So for any of these scenarios here, this is what the Tower card in reverse represents. You made the choice for some of you. All right. It was a choice that you had to make because, like I said, with the Two of Swords, they're crumbling apart. So this is something that's been on your mind for a long time. It's been heavy on your mind, which is why these Two of Swords were about to collapse here. Now, let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind. They want you to keep in mind what you're passionate about, what, desires you have. Think about what it is that you truly want with the Page of Wands energy. So for some of you, I have the Knave of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. That came out in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So for some of you, you're not working right now, and you kind of are not, letting people know what's going on. You may be keeping that to yourself. Some of you may be filling out applications because you're looking for something else. Okay. Some of you are, because he has a letter in his hand here. So he's communicating, filling out applications, trying to see if, whatever job is available, whatever job he's interested in will accept the application. So for some of you with the Emperor in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles, you're wanting to start your own, your own gig, your own thing. You want to run your own company, your own business. The thing is that you don't have the funds to do so. You're comfortable, when you were at your job, you were making okay money. But you want to do your own thing. So maybe some of you are a little afraid of what options you have. But the thing is that you have to, figure out what it is that you want to do and figure out how to get it going. Figure out what the steps are. and see if the steps are something that you can do. And don't get discouraged because you can't do it right away. It may take you a couple of months to do something that you might think should take you a month. But in the meantime, while you're waiting for that time, do research on the next couple of steps so that you already know what to do for there. So that can happen. For others of you, you decided that you wanted to quit because you feel like the company is corrupt or your bosses are corrupt. Your bosses are not fair. They're not just. They don't treat you fairly. They don't recognize what you bring to the table. Again, I was getting that earlier. And then for others of you with the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, that's in reverse. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So for some of you, you weren't passionate about a particular relationship that you were in. So you just decided that you wanted it over with. So for some of you, this is about a job. For some of you, this is about entrepreneurship. For some of you, this is about relationships. Now let's see what the World card in reverse is, because that's where your head is at. So I want to see, what's going on with the unfinished business. What do you feel is unfinished? All right, I just dropped the card, so hold on. Let me make sure I get it. It fell all the way over here. Of course it would. That's just the way life is. All right, so let's see. Why do we have the World card in reverse for Scorpio? Why is this on their mind? What unfinished business is on Scorpio's mind? What delays or problems are on Scorpio's mind? I don't know why I was told to show you that card. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 5 of Wands. So for some of you, you're concerned about money. You may not have enough money saved up, or you may not have as much money as you want. And with the 5 of Wands here, you're thinking about all the things that you have to pay for, all of the responsibilities that you have now that this unfinished business is going on. So for some of you, you don't have a job and you're looking for another job and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do about these bills. All right, so the next set of cards that comes out is the 10 of Swords reverse and the 7 of Swords. So unfinished business. So with 10 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse is telling me that you are to the point where you're resting, you're recovering, okay? You may have went through a lot of issues because you were deceived by someone. Someone was deceiving you. So this could be at the job. It was very stressful. You had people around you who were not, did not want your best and did not have your best interests at heart. Okay, is what I'm getting strongly. For some of you, this is a love relationship where you've been dealing with this person for a very long time, and you realize that this person was just someone who, did not have good intentions for you. And then I also get the Hermit in reverse here and the World card in reverse. So some of you, you're not, the reason there's unfinished business is because for some of you, there's unlearned lessons. You're still processing this, is what I'm getting for some of you. Because you have the Hierophant in reverse and the World in reverse. Now, when the Hierophant is in reverse, that's Virgo energy. Some of you still are going through the process of change. Some of you are still going through some processes here. Okay? Which is why the World card is not upright. Okay, so there's still some more lessons to be learned in reference to this change or decision that you had to make. Now let's take a look at the outcome here, because we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is having a new outlook, having a new perspective on things. So let's see. And let's keep in mind the overall energy here for the reading is the Ace of Cups. So doing something that, you love, something that's important to you, okay, something that, sits well in your heart, okay? So let's see. We have the 6 of Cups and the High Priestess in reverse. Major Arcana here. So a new outlook. So some of you are looking back at the past with the 6 of Cups, and you're reflecting on things, and you're talking to your higher self, which is the High Priestess in reverse, and you're getting downloads and you're processing things, okay? And you're realizing that that was the past, and now you realize certain things, and now you're ready to move on. So in reference to the new job, that job in the past, it might not have been the best one for you. It might have been put you in a situation where it just wasn't healthy for you, but it's in the past now. Okay, so now you have a new outlook, a new start. Okay, for some of you, this was a relationship. It could have been with someone who you had children with. Okay, for some of you, it was just, you guys known each other since you were kids. Okay, and it took a lot for you to move out of this relationship. Excuse me. For some of you, there was a lot of immaturity in a relationship, and you realized maybe how immature you were, or the person you were dealing with in reference to this relationship. So you have a whole new outlook on the situation. Okay, and that's good because we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, meaning that, for most of you, you've healed. Okay, now the second set of cards I have here is the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups reversed. Now, with the Five of Swords, that is like, to me, that's pettiness, back and forth, tit for tat, and then with the Four of Cups in reverse, with the Four of Cups in reverse, this is just having a new outlook on things. And it's like you realize that you were participating in a situation that no matter what you did, it didn't benefit you. So it's like, you know what, you realize that, and then you decided to leave the situation, whether it was the job, whether it was the relationship, or whether it was leaving the job to start a new job, or leaving a job to, start your entrepreneur venture. Now I also have the Two of Wands in reverse here, and I have the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, for a lot of you, you left the situation because it was totally unbalanced and you didn't see any other options. You didn't see any other way. There was nothing else you could have done. What you did was what you needed to do. Okay? And the universe wants you to know that. With this Page of Wands here, as what the universe is reminding you of, be true to you. Fight for what it is that you want. Do what it is that you want to do. But only you are able to do that. So that's a beautiful thing. So I think this is more about self-love, okay? Realizing how important it is, what is important to you, and that you are important to you. And showing your self-love is more important than getting love from other people. If they don't respect you, then you need to stand up for yourself and say, you know what, I've had enough. Self-love is what's going to come in first, and that's what's priority. Anybody who does not show you that, then you're at a point now where this lesson is about to be complete, where you're about to adjust that. Now, we do have the Moon card because there's some hidden things, there's some things you might be uncertain about, especially now that you've left this situation. Okay, so there's a lot of unanswered questions about what's coming up next. What am I going to do now? How is this going to work out? And that's typical when you start a new venture or when your life changes in this way. With the Nine of Wands in reverse here, a lot of you are just to the point where, you're coming out of isolation. So a lot of you are just, you just went in to deal with the situation. You went into the cocoon, I would say that this, for some of you, this is a transformation here, and you're coming out now because you're healing from it and you're ready to move, and move about. You have faith in things and you're ready to move on. All right. And you're tapping into your higher self. A lot of you are tapping into you, getting to know you in a level in which you've never known before. Okay. And that's beautiful energy. Okay. So that's beautiful, beautiful energy. Right. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah. No more of this bullshit in your head, fighting yourself about what's going on, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, who's going to do it. This one's coming at you this way. That one's coming at you that way. You challenging yourself. This was driving you bonkers. And here we have the Four of Wands in reverse because this was a whole unsteady situation. It was emotionally unsteady for you. Whether it was the relationship, whether it was the job. For some of you, it could have been both. You could have a lot of things going on where you're just in a major place of ascension, Scorpio. And I'm getting that for a lot of you. All right. So now you're looking at things from a point of view where it's like, you know what what is what is, what isn't is what isn't. It's not all about emotion now, and you as a water sign, that's how you deal with things. But we are all able, based on the other areas of our chart, able to tap into, a logical place. Okay. And this is what the King of Wands is saying. Not only are you tapping into that energy, you're taking action. You're making logical steps. You're cutting out whatever does not serve you. All right. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, you may not be communicating with people, or you may not be telling people what's going on. Some people that you may not be dealing with anymore may feel like something's wrong with you. Okay? But you know what it is that what you weren't getting, what you needed, you expressed it, and it still wasn't being addressed. Okay? And there's no need for you to sit here and pretend like you didn't say, and you didn't express, and you didn't communicate. Okay? Because you did. All right, with the Eight of Swords here, we know this. All right, and so the thing is that with the seven, the Seven of Pentacles here, you communicated, right, and you just waited. You waited. You waited for things to change. Things didn't change. For some of you, you were looking at your investments, trying to see what options you had here, and things weren't growing in reference to the job and the potential and the things that the place where you saw yourself. You know, as far as this relationship, it wasn't going anywhere. It was just stagnant. You're sitting there being patient, some of you for years. All right? And so you realize that, you had to take things into your hands. So you got to work. Some of you quit and you start looking for other jobs. Some of you picked up a side hustle until you found what you needed. Some of you started a new business. Okay? So you got going here. All right? And with the Strength card, you mustered up the courage because you realized that that's what the hell you had to do. You didn't have any choice in the matter. This was too much of an agonizing situation for you. Okay? And for some of you who are starting businesses, you're scared of what's going on out there. But you know what? You're going to just focus on, what it is that you can do, and you're going to go for it. Now, let's see what advice Spirit has for you guys. This is a nice read, Scorpio. I like this. Wondering what I'm going to name it. So let's see what we got for you, Scorp. Scorpio, we have. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Reclaim your power. And that's a master number 44 at the top. You don't break that down, baby. You keep that as 44 and you look up angel number 44 or master number 44 and you see what this tells you. This is telling me that, you know what, you were in a situation where you were chained down. Okay, where's that Eight of Swords energy at? I just had the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, you were chained down, okay? Whether it was by a relationship, a job that, was one that just, drained all your energy and took from you and people treated you like shit, okay? A relationship where you weren't respected and treated properly, okay? You were chained down. But you realized that those chains were just you. You were the one who had control. So you had to step into your power, okay? Like the motherfucking panther. All right? And it says, take charge to face challenges right now. Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take risk and to step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as you have never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed you might have the courage to act. Love fearlessly and fully and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are initiated into a newer, braver, bolder self. Panther Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes and your soul wants this. So be bold, Scorpio. Be bold, Scorpio. Amazing, amazing, amazing energy. Let's see what other good vibes we can get for you. What other messages the Spirit have for you? Love this reading. All right. What else do we got for Scorpio here? Oop. Scorpio. 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 This is a good card too. I'm going to read the information for you, but it's number 29. Okay, we can break down 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. Number 11, major arcana, is what? Justice. You getting yours. The world card means the world is open to you. Scorpio, let's check out what the world card is. Somebody just had this the other day and I was just like, wow, this is a great card. So yeah, Scorpio, things are going really well for you guys. You definitely made the right choice, whatever it is that you did, because the universe is telling you that you did. So upright here, the man in the picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of Earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to move a more global network through the internet or social marketing. So drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Scorpio, I don't know what other messages you need. Okay? This is the universe saying, well done. You've been through it. You've been through the issues. This situation is about to close, but you got a couple more lessons that need to be learned. You got a couple more things that you need to do. And you are able to move forward with full blessings and grace from the universe. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to pull, for those of you, if this was a love situation, we're going to pull message of love. And then I'm going to let you guys go. This is awesome energy. What do we got for Scorpio? Okay, so children. Children are important to this partnership. So for some of you, if this was in reference to, some of you, you're focused on your children. If this is a situation where this was a job situation, of course, you're concerned about how you're going to provide for your children. Makes sense. The universe, though, is saying that right now the world is yours. So whatever step you're going to take in the direction you're going to go in, you just need to step into your power, and you will be able to do what you need to do. You will be able to provide for your children. All right. For some of you, there was a relationship that you were in. Maybe the relationship you got out of was because of children. Okay. For some of you, you were in a relationship with someone who could not commit or who was not willing to commit. Perhaps it had something to do with their children from a previous relationship. I'm not sure why that would keep someone from being in a relationship unless this person is still dealing with their child's parent, or, the parent of the other parent is threatening the, for example, say you're dealing with someone and they have children with someone else, and that person they have children with is threatening to not allow them to see their children if they're seeing someone else, which has nothing to do with you. I mean, naturally, this person should choose their children. That would be right. But it's just, okay, that's not meant for you anyway, okay? Because the person that you're going to be with, whether they have children or not, if they're not able to tie up loose ends and get things controlled on that end, then how can they, have any control in your relationship when they're being controlled by someone else or something else outside of the relationship? So, fate. So this was a destined partnership. So fate tells me that there was a lesson that needed to be learned for a lot of you. And that could have been this fact that this is not the relationship for you, and you needed the strength to come up out of it. And you still have some lessons to learn. But some of you, vulnerability. It says you can be completely open with this person. So whoever you're communicating with in this scenario, some of you may meet someone new with the Ace of Cups here. You may have new love coming. Be completely open and vulnerable. Don't let this situation taint you. Okay? Be honest. Be open. Don't be an open book and fall all over the place. But at the same time, use discretion. But don't be jaded. Don't be frustrated and carrying the energies from a last relationship into a new one, And if this person wants to talk, be honest with them. That's what vulnerability means to me. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Please let me know in the comments or click the like button if you don't want to get specific. But I'll see you guys for the next weekly. Peace out, Scorpio.